Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Live, and I'm glad you joined us because we got a lot to show you and talk about. First of all, here's my friends Bob and Pearl, and Bob, Pearl will be coming out soon, I hope anyway. And then of course behind me, Wayne's hiding, and over here we have Carrie, and of course we got Lennie and Angela. And Lennie has a channel on YouTube called Life with Lennie. And of course, Bob and Pearl, everybody knows, got Next Exit channel. And Bob will be putting out a new update video tomorrow sometime. So be looking forward to that.
We're rolling, folks.
Yeah.
We're moving.
They're moving. They're here. We're all here, right? And guess what? We're right here on the water. This is a cut to the marina that goes in to my right. Behind me, out to the left, is the Valdez Arm, which leads to Prince William Sound, which is a huge sound. And we have done so much. And of course, we left you last week at Alaska. And we boondocked one place since then. And here's Pearl. Hi, Pearl. Thanks for joining. And anyhow, we boondocked right off of Highway 4, 75 miles north of Valdez for 3 nights at a pullout. And it was great. It was beautiful. We had the pipeline 4,500 feet away from it, but we could see it. And what did y'all think of the pullout?
Oh, it was awesome,
yeah. Yeah, wasn't it?
Very good. You could see the pipeline and everything.
You could see the pipeline, and of course we shot drone footage. I flew my drone out over the pipeline, so that's how I know how far it was from us. But
I won my first game of cards at that pullout.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe that. He wins.
Did you?
Yeah.
We had 2 firsts there. We play a lot of Horse Thief. It's a card game, use regular cards, but it is so much fun. I mean, it really is, and we're having a blast doing that. Anyhow, we had to drive from there to here. It was only 75 miles, but how would y'all rate that drive on a scale of 1 to 10, folks?
Well, that water. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was nice.
That waterfall we saw coming into Valdez was awesome, huh?
Oh, all of it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
All
I
of
give
it
it a
was gorgeous.
scale on 10 for beauty and maybe 6 for rough road. Yeah.
Well, that section wasn't.
Glass.
No.
Well,
Nobody broke any glass. Nothing fell off.
it was only rough in the beginning, and after that, it really, actually, the road was pretty good.
Then he had to patch his glass at the boondocking spot there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last one.
Like every time we stopped, somebody's patching the hole.
Okay. Yeah, Tom and Lori, y'all got a sense of humor, don't you?
You're talking about the adult part?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just wishes he's at the adult part.
Yeah, we are, by the way, I should mention that this is Bear Claw 2, the adult park. They have 2 parks right on the water. We're here for 5 nights. This is our 2nd night, right? 3rd night. Third night.
The first 2 nights I didn't wear pants, but today I got pants on.
That's a clothing
Well,
optional part.
We lost a day because yesterday we went out on a 10-hour cruise on LuLu Belle, and we got to talk about that later on, but that was something else.
Icebergs as big as our RVs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And he almost got close enough for me to touch an iceberg.
That had 6-foot arms.
If it had 6-foot arms, I could touch it. But
he got close enough to the rock face that I did touch the rock face.
yeah,
The mountain.
well, I guess we're going into this right now. But
Going into it now.
it was interesting because we saw puffins, and he went in. This is a big ship. We got talking 40-something people on board, probably 45 with crew. And he would nose in to 4 caves for up to find puffins in the nose of this ship. And this is a big ship.
What's a puffin?
Well, that's a bird? Okay. And the 4th one, we finally saw them. And of course, we saw a lot of seals, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And all the beauty of the waterfalls and the mountains on the way there. What's that?
The water dog things that are out here.
Oh, yes.
Sea otters.
Oh, we've seen sea otters even right here.
There's one right there, right now.
Is there? Cool.
Yeah.
They're kind of fun to watch.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they are. And anyhow, we actually saw 2 whales. A pup, I guess is what you call it. Is it a pup?
It's a baby.
A calf. It's a calf. It's a calf. I'm sorry. And we saw the mother. Now, the mother would never show the tail. The pup probably showed its tail about 100 times or more, right?
It was practicing or something.
It was playing.
Really going crazy.
Yeah.
It was fairly close to the boat.
And he got us. This captain, by the way, is Caption Fred. This may be his last year, but he's been doing this for, I'm not sure, 46, almost 50 years, 49 years.
85 years old.
86, I think.
86.
Yeah, and this may be his last season, but he does amazing, and he talks almost the whole time. He tells you so much about everything.
He stuck the nose of that boat into a cliffside so close that the water running off it soaked 2 people in the boat.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
He purposely put them under a waterfall.
Yeah, 2 kids, which was about the only kids on board, but they were under this little waterfall, and he put it right there. So
cold shower.
A cold shower. It was funny, but he did amazing things. And after getting close to the whales, we went out to the glacier, and he went through an ice field, I don't know how many miles, picking his way to get us past the icebergs. And it was amazing because I just can't picture a young captain doing that. By the way, he's the only boat out here that will do that. And he got us, I would say, almost within 100 yards of the glacier. So
the glacier's 30 foot long? Isn't that what he said?
No, 30 miles long. 30, and it's receded. He showed us where it used to be. It must have receded about 20 or 30 miles already. So
but he was moving ice chunks out of his way with the boat. Like he was hitting them with the boat slowly and pushing ice chunks out of the way.
One ice chunk he couldn't push out of the way. He ended up having to back off of it.
Yeah, because only 10% of the iceberg shows itself. So, but he even stopped in front of one of the big blue icebergs and let us all take pictures in front of it on the nose of the boat. And he's got 2 crew members. They're young girls that cook all the food and sell the food and help them spot for icebergs. And actually, when we came back, one of them actually drove the boat in the marina and backed it into where he parks it or moorings it, and did a great job. So he's training them. He says he's got to have somebody to drive it back in case somebody happens to them. So they're skilled enough. They're skilled enough to do that. They proved that yesterday. But it was wonderful. What else you want to say about the iceberg?
It was 10 hours.
The trip was 10 hours.
The first 6 was pretty fun.
First 6 hours was fun.
By the way, if you want to come on and join us live, I'll put a link up. I'll put another link right now. If you want to come on live and join us. And I want to show images. I'd like to show some of these images. I guess I'm gonna have to take these sunglasses off. Okay, let's see if I can show this image. Let's see if this will do it. Sometimes it'll do it, and sometimes it won't. Yeah, it don't like it. I think my pictures are too high def, and it don't like it. I need to reduce the pixels on them. Let me try another one. Image file. I hope it comes up. This is the waterfall on the drive in. No, it will not. All right.
Videos or just pictures?
These are just pictures.
Really?
Yes. So but they're high def pictures, you know. Let me try another one here. I don't think it will work either. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it won't show anything. So I'll keep trying, folks. What do you want to tell them about the the glacier?
Cold.
It was cold.
Some of it fell off.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Calving, right? Is what they call it.
Sounds like shotguns going off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it did.
Rifle or something?
Rifle or
Yes.
shotgun.
Yes. Yep. And I know it's not going to let me show these. This is even higher def. But I'd love to be able to show something.
Don, it looks like you've got a canvas backdrop behind it instead of real life on my iPhone.
It looks normal on mine.
So I just mean it looks so pretty that it looks
Oh,
like it's a
oh.
canvas backdrop.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
real.
I'm a little slow, Bob. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Move out of the way. You see the mountains.
That's out our front window.
Yeah, that's. By the way, that's how our rigs are pointed. Even though these sites are designed to back in, we all pulled in straight for this view, and it is wonderful. And I'm surprised we have not seen more boats go by.
They all went home for supper about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saw some big ones past here a minute ago.
No,
Yep.
sunset is not till 11:30. So some of these fishing boats are coming back at like 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
So far, Don, would you recommend somebody that was nervous about driving to Alaska? Would you recommend it, or do you think they need to be cautious
Well,
of the roads?
I tell you what, I'll answer that after we pull every one of y'all. Poll every one of y'all. So, Bob, what would you do it again?
Well, I do a lot of stupid things. Yeah, I would do it again, but I don't know if I had an RV as nice as Lennie's and Angela or
Wayne and
Carrie.
But-
I would think about it because there's just a lot of rocks. We go so slow that I don't think y'all have had any paint damage or nothing.
Not that I know of.
But
We haven't looked that close.
How
We
many?
don't want to look that close.
I would be leery of a new shiny rig like they got. An older one like us, no problem. And yours is kind of dirty. You can't tell if it's old.
He washed it for me a while ago.
It has been dirty. So I don't know. I would say it depends on your feel for adventure.
Well,
You need to be prepared to have some damage.
I will say this: as far as large rigs up here, we have seen probably 100 or more just as large a rigs.
Blue rig, yeah.
We have seen London Airs and everything else up here. So,
enter at your own risk.
yes.
Tom said he'd do it in a truck camper. I think that, to me, that'd be what I would want to do it in.
Pearl, would you come back up?
Would I come back up?
Yes,
Yes, I would, in a smaller rig.
in a smaller rig. How about Wayne and Carrie? How about y'all?
I don't think the roads were half as bad as people, mentioned, in other YouTube videos. Other than being under construction, and like Bob said, you have to go pretty slow.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to slow down and just take it easy.
You mean the patience, because that's the key. If you go slow, you won't tear it up. You go fast, you're going to tear it up.
Other than that, Terry and I read some stuff or watched some stuff on YouTube saying how there's potholes and crater-sized potholes. I don't think
We haven't seen no
we
crater
haven't
size
experienced any of that.
Right.
Roads under construction that are gravel or dirt, the rigs get dirty, yes.
And washboard. They're
You
washboard.
know, you give it a bath and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Tom and Lori said they wouldn't do it in their fifth wheel, but I would say that they take their fifth wheel to places that are harder to do than these roads here. They go to some pretty remote places and pretty bumpy little hill things.
Mm-hmm.
This is not any worse than what a good long-term boondocker might be.
What do you think, Sam?
I would do it again, but it is a long road. Yeah, I think our next trip we might, rent something in Alaska and to start in Alaska.
Oh,
I don't know.
That would be pretty sweet.
So,
Well, if you rented something, how big would you rent? Would you want to wash it dryer and all that stuff?
well, of course I would, but I wouldn't rent it something.
No.
No, I'd rent something smaller.
Something that size? Or
Not a trailer.
Class
but
B?
Yeah, Class C or Class B plus. Yeah.
That makes good sense, yeah.
By the way, how about you, Lennie and Angela?
I think the perfect rig to bring up here is the one you got.
There you go.
Take your time and go slow. If you got a truck camper, you can go into a lot of places that we can't get into with bigger rigs. But there is no shortage of large. Every place we've boondocked at, we've gotten all 4 rigs in there with no issue whatsoever. So it's
But Carrie and Angela is not with everybody, so they don't find all the places.
right. That's true.
But you put them up on your.
The last
Well,
ones
I
are
don't plan
there.
on coming back, so, but
Yeah, but people can find them there if they want.
yeah, they could.
If you don't want to get any dings in your rig, you don't want to get a window chip, then leave it right there in the dealer's lot and just pay rent there and just live in it. But if you want to go out and see stuff, you're going to get dirt on your tires, you're going to get a rock chip, and it's worth it to see all of this.
Yeah, it
All of
is.
this is worth some rush. Just go slow. Take your time. Don't rush from A to B. That one road was kind of rough, but we went an average of 25 miles an hour.
I think it's
And it was,
equivalent to going to a remote boondocking location.
yeah, I've seen people out in Yuma go to places that are worse than what we've been to. It's just that we're doing it for days at a time instead of just for like a couple hours.
Right.
But I think any rig can make it. Just don't come up in the winter.
They're going to stay too long so you get stuck
Yeah,
here
don't
all
get stuck
winter.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't accomplished that yet. But
What does Angela say?
I defer to Lennie.
He said it really well.
Listen, folks, these people have been dumping all the time, taking long, hot showers, doing laundry, washing their rigs. I mean,
What's
you name
wrong
it.
with that? I don't understand what's wrong with that.
They're not roughing it at all.
There's nothing wrong with showering.
But
I said we're roughing it. We
did-
didn't want to rough
did I say that was bad?
are any of us with carrying backpacks down the highway? None of us have a tent on our back.
Matter of fact, Lennie washed his in my rig a while ago. Now, in this park we're at, we can use as much water as we want. Apparently, they don't pay for water. So, I don't think the town pays for water, does it? And I will say this, just out of view right over here is 18 big tanks on the ground that measure 1 acre in coverage of the
They
ground.
say they hold 500,000 gallons of oil each.
Yeah, I think so, or more.
200,
I think it's 500,000 barrels.
Barrels.
220,000 barrels or something like that per tank.
They're huge, yeah.
And they also said, Don,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong, guys, they said that if all 18 tanks were full, it would last
It would fuel the entire United States of America.
for 6 hours.
And that's the end of the pipeline, by the way, all the way from Prudhoe Bay, North Alaska, where we're heading, by the way, eventually, and all the way to here. And this is where the tankers take over. And this is the only port in Alaska that doesn't freeze over. Am I right by saying that? Or the only big port?
The only one with the deepest water, and it doesn't freeze.
Yeah, it doesn't freeze, but it's deep enough for the tankers. I think he said it was 150 feet deep out there where the tankers are.
But he also said that it snows here and that they can get 2 feet of snow on the water.
On the water.
They can just drive right through it with the boats because it's not frozen. It's just snow that sits on the water.
That's while I was sleeping. He said 2 feet of snow sets on top of the water.
He said if it gets like a 4-foot snow, one snowstorm, like they can have 2 feet of snow on the water, and they can just run the boat still because they're just pushing the snow out of the water.
Isn't that amazing? By the way, I should say this. Bill was the first one in the house. And
Hi, Bill.
Yeah, hi, Bill. And Tom and Lori was next. And Bob, of course, here. Lennie's here. And Angela's here. And Wayne and Carrie's here. But no one else is making. Oh, my sister's here.
Hi.
All right.
The background.
Yeah, this is a beautiful background. So, thanks, sis. And that's the only one making comments, even though we have a lot more people in the house. I wish somebody would come on, but if you don't, you're stuck with us, folks. What can I say?
There may be a couple of you guys wondering how Pearl and I got here with our RV being broke.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We are working on our video. We had quite a team help us, the team sitting here, get back in gear. So we're up and running and traveling with the crew. And we'll explain most all of that in the video we'll put out tomorrow.
Yes, be sure for that.
Life is good for the next exit.
Thank God for the team effort.
Yes. It's been great. Everybody's helping everybody. They helped me put up my tent here, and we decided to do it outside because scenery. That was Lennie's idea.
He gets nervous.
I get nervous before live, folks, and I don't want to be late. I was late last week, and I don't like that.
You're late by a day.
Well, I was more than a day because I was, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes late last week, and I don't like being late. So that's just my personality.
That don't bother Dave.
Dave's fine with it.
Well,
Dave, if you're there.
that's Dave's thing. But
John, what do you think about you're used to driving 50 or 100 miles a day, and we usually drive 150 to 200.
Well,
are you adjusting, or you still not like
you do what you got to do, and you got to be a team player. And
There you go.
it's just like I'm off my diet when I'm on this trip, which is not good, but I'm a team player.
You're a team player. That's good.
So that's what counts. It's not all about me, okay? It's about all of us. And we've got to enjoy this. And let me tell you, these are the best friends in the world. We support each other. They've supported me. And I couldn't ask for a better group of people to go on a trip with.
Yeah, we've been really force feeding him ice cream. By the way, who's got all the ice cream in their freezer?
Well, somebody's got to store it. But you know, I forgot to buy ice cream today. Okay, somebody have to run back to Safeway.
Every time we have a group dinner, Don's like, "I got ice cream."
Well, I want y'all to eat
it's
it.
on my diet, but I have a bunch of it in the. What flavor do you want? I got a bunch in my freezer.
And you guys are ruining my diet.
Well, I'm storing their 1.5 gallons of their ice cream right now. So, you know, and I haven't touched it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But anyhow, so what else would y'all like to mention? Oh, come on. I'm hearing crickets.
I'm trying to think. Everything's been going so good lately.
Oh,
Wheels are turning.
Yeah.
we got new neighbors. We got new neighbors just before we went on, and they were setting up. They're actually between Lennie and Angela and Wayne and Carrie's rig. And I asked them, I went over there and I says, we're going to do a live here in about 15 minutes. Y'all welcome to come on. We're going to be broadcasting on YouTube to millions of viewers. And they just laughed. So, you know, what can I say?
This is one of our target places, right? Valdez, we have reservations here. So they're probably split up with their crew as well.
Yeah.
Or are they with other people?
Well, you saw the 2 trucks.
Yeah, there's 2
and
trucks.
Several people, like 4 or 5 people.
Hey, Don, you want me to come on the live just to show people how we're parked in camp?
There you go.
Yeah, do it. Yes, do a mobile one.
Weather thing because we're outside.
You need the link again?
Nope, I got it. I'm working on it.
All
Give
right.
me a minute.
Well, no hurry. But meantime, we're kind of sinking here. But
So that cruise, they probably, if anybody's coming up there, I'd be curious about that. I would definitely recommend it. It was $180 a person and worth every penny, I think.
oh, on
And
the
I'm pretty
cruise,
tight.
it was $181, I believe. You're right, $180, and oh, was it so worth it?
Good
So
hot
worth it.
chocolate.
Yeah, they had
Oh.
good food.
They had good food.
Blueberry muffins,
Yes,
Great chili.
chili.
Jalapeno hot dogs, too.
They had chili cheese dogs. They had hot chocolate. They don't serve alcohol. You can bring your own. You can bring your own food. I highly recommend the
But it's
LuLu.
called a Wildlife and Glacier Adventure, I think.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
But
And he was the first boat to get through the ice this year to get us as far as we got. He said the day before he couldn't get within a mile of the glacier, but the day we went, he made it up through all that and got us through.
he would have went up and touched it, except for it'd be very dangerous because they were falling off of that glacier. I mean, big chunks. So, but we got as close as anybody would ever get you, unless they're crazy and they want to kill you or something. But and he's the only one that does that. There's another cruise here. They got two boats, but they don't stay out as long, and there's no way they could do that because it was a, what would you call that? A
V-hole.
no,
Big V-hole.
yeah, that's what Fred had, but the other ones
Catamaran?
were catamaran type style that there's no way they could make it through there. They're really wide. And
Yeah, I think we hit a home run with that.
yes,
I think a catamaran will get ice jammed up underneath that.
yes, yes.
I think they could get packed up.
It might be hard to get it out.
So they may advertise they'll take you and show you the glacier, but you better have really strong binoculars, okay? Because I bet he can't get you within 5 miles of there. So, but and we was between 100 to 150 yards away,
Very close.
and we all posed in front of it. He even had Santa hats and a sign for Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, either one. Then you take your pictures holding the sign on
And
the
you
bow of
get
the
full run
ship.
of the ship. You can go into the pilot house. You can go up on the upper deck. You can go. He said, make yourself at home. Go wherever you want to go.
Oh yes, we start off in the crow's nest, but I went in and filmed him picking his way through the icebergs, standing right next to him as he's doing this.
There's seats in there, isn't there? Like,
Yeah, you can sit
a
in there.
booth in there.
You can sit in there, but I was right up against it. So, you know, looking out the window, and by the way, it was raining, but it did kind of slow down once we got to the glacier. It was just a mist.
And either had to change the snow or stop.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, it was very cold there.
I think out there, it probably always mists or rains, you know, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But it was well worth it and highly recommend it. But
So all the RVs are up and running now. Nobody's got any issues, I don't think, except for Don's windshield. That's the only real.
It's still holding
Yep.
though, right?
and my mirror.
And well, your mirror's kind of
Well, your
fixed.
mirror's kind of
I call that fixed, baby. That's
Well, it don't look fixed. I mean, it works. Lennie, are you ready to show these people around?
We'll show them how the magic is made too.
All right, here we go. Here we go. He's up.
Is it working?
No.
Am I on? Am I on? Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay.
We're gonna get
I gotta go back. Okay, so here's the magic part where Don is. See? Here's our rigs, and we are parked. There's Don over there. There's me and Angela. Let me spin around kind of fast. Here's our new neighbors. There's Wayne and Carrie, and then Bob and Pearl on the other side. But this is our view. These are our windshields are facing this way. And here's a big marina down here. There's was an otter right over there, but he's not
Can you
there.
wait out the water just a little bit? So
Yeah, I can get in there a little bit more. And those tankers, I don't know if you can see them that Don was talking about, are right over there. Are those big oil holding things? So And there's the marina. That's a salmon processing thingy. And that's the Coast Guard. And this is how Don does his magic. Right here.
There you go. That's the whole
So
thing.
that's the whole thing. That's the whole view. And this is an aerial view of the crew.
It's almost as good as the view the girls saw on our hike today. Oh yeah.
Oh, they went on a hike. Okay, I'm gonna sign off, Don, so the girls can talk about their hike.
Okay. So that is
The magic.
that's the magic. And anyhow, that is the studio. That is Don's studio.
Studio. I'm back.
Anyhow, it is a beautiful studio, isn't it? The view should have such a beautiful studio. We actually have a view. Okay. So okay, let's talk about your hike, because they kept saying hi to us and we heard them and we kept looking in the thicket, and finally they told us to look up and they was waving to us above the tree line, and I'm going, they must be up in a building. I said, there's no buildings over there. So tell us about that.
I thought they were climbing the tree.
It's a bunch of tent sites that just go up behind the campground there, and we were at the farthest one up. Big tent sites that have wooden platforms with picnic tables on them, or where you could put your.
Can you drive up to them?
No.
No,
It's a hiking in. I consider hiking in spot.
Yeah. Dave's here. Hi, Dave. You're welcome to come on. If you want. No one else volunteer. There's no other suckers out there. What can I say?
You're the sucker.
Well, y'all all suckers, because you're here with me. I'm going to put the link up again if you want to come on. Anybody want to come on, join us?
It was about 10 degrees warmer when we started.
It was.
Yep, it's cooled off. It's clouded up some too. Yeah, I just hope we don't have to call it because of rain.
You feel our pain?
We're doing this for the viewers.
It's cold here.
We could be inside the clam tent.
We could have.
So let's give
You
them
know,
let's give them some
They
good
give
time.
me a hard time on everything, folks,
No,
because if I was in the clam tent, they'd say, well, why aren't you showing the view? And then if we're out here in the weather, they say, why aren't you in the clam tent?
So are you saying we're never happy?
Well, it's kind of like a 5-year-old.
It's just like a
we're saying-
family.
we're saying
I like
down
A
it.
here,
family, you're right.
Family.
we're
Exactly.
doing for your viewers. We're suffering out here for your viewers.
Yep.
You know?
And I do
Lennie's
appreciate it,
idea.
guys.
Lennie,
course.
stop picking on your older brother.
Lennie's wearing a jacket, which is very rare. He's usually in a t-shirt and shorts, even when it's cold out.
He's still in the shorts. Just the
He's in the shorts.
with the jacket now.
These legs are too pretty to cover up.
I was going to say, they can see your legs, okay?
That's why they're out here.
Wow.
So you can't lie about that. So I take it Wayne left us. Look, oh, there's Wayne's chair.
Hey, we need to go get another jacket.
Another
Go
jacket.
on the fishing boat.
You want to get a little?
We got a
I
fishing
think
boat.
he's gonna go put on a pair of shorts.
Oh, yeah, we got a fishing boat going by. Mm-hmm.
It's darker than normal here. If anybody's gotten up in the night, isn't that
I did.
crazy?
I noticed that last night.
We're only a couple of months away from nighttime.
Yeah.
A couple of months. Yeah, right. You're absolutely
No, but
right.
when
When we get out back into like Anchorage and even the Kenai Peninsula, I think are going to be a lot lighter again at night.
Oh, because
I
we've
think
come south.
Valdez is just because of the mountains, maybe, and maybe. I think you have a good point. Yep.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yes,
We'll
we
get
will.
back to you.
Before you know it.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, you know what?
I was
We-
looking at the birds.
We all make comments like we're like 12 years old, okay? So we have a really good time and just enjoy playing games and each other's company and meals together.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, Gary's here. Hi, Gary.
Here.
There's the
Hi,
link
Gary.
if you'd like to come on.
Hi, Carol.
Yep. Hi, Gary and Carol. They're probably both there.
Smart ass.
I forgot this was Tuesday. Funny.
Sounds kind of like Lennie, doesn't it?
Funny, Gary. This is Thursday, and believe it or not, I'm on time today. So
Gary's late.
yeah, Gary's late. Well, last week we got him used to Friday night because we had an issue. We had to go to Fairbanks and couldn't do it on Thursday.
Gary don't know what day it is. You could switch to any day. He wouldn't know.
Yep.
He said today is Tuesday.
Yep.
Every day is Tuesday.
Yeah, I think he was joking about it. He might like tacos, so every day's Tuesday.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who does not like tacos?
Yes.
That was disturbing.
Well,
They have stellar taste.
So how long are we going to be here, Don? Do you know?
well, we're here till Sunday morning. We check out at 11 o'clock, and they put it real simple, like they did the quiet time. Quiet time is all time. In other words, no generators, loud music, or anything. But quiet time, checkout time's 11 o'clock, and they said leave at 11 or we will tow your vehicle, your RV. So,
It does fill up quick. People leave and they fill up.
yeah,
Pretty
but
nice
there's no
spot.
check-in time, believe it or not. So we were able to get in here actually probably by 12:30, right?
So we leave here and we're going to go up by Anchorage. Several of us got to get our prescriptions refilled.
Yeah, aren't we? We're boondocking on the way to Palmer. Then we're going to boondock in Palmer. Aren't we going to a reindeer farm or something?
Some of us are not.
Well, some people.
Yeah, there's a reindeer farm in Palmer that I wanted to visit, but there's also a second reindeer farm. We need to look up and see which one has better reviews.
Yeah, one of them. We're either going to do it in Palmer or we're going to do it in Fairbanks. But
We're going to Boondock in Palmer, though. Just at Eagle Creek. There's a
dry
campground.
camping.
Yeah,
It's going to be
dry camping.
It's going to be a dry camp situation where they're kind enough to take our money but not give us any amenities. Okay.
But we'll be very near civilization.
Very near.
Yeah.
Costco's, Home Depot.
And then after Palmer, we'll make our way to Seward, right?
Yeah.
Seward, and then after Seward, go to Homer, right?
Down on the spit. Yep.
Look at you, Don. You know the route better than I do.
Somebody's been reading their text message.
Yeah.
Well,
That's great.
sometimes I'm busy editing video, and they'll send like 20 of them, and I don't have time to look at that.
Join us.
If I join you, I wouldn't get anything done.
You say that, but when we're playing cards, you and Pearl ever hand. What's wrong? What's wrong? That's not because you're editing video.
Well, that's because
I
it's.
just wait for them to ask.
I know, me too.
I'm hoping it's something
too.
other than what it is. What you're gonna tell me, you know? That's what I'm hoping.
Don't you hear what Carrie said?
What?
She don't ask because she knows that you or Pearl's going to ask. So she just waits till y'all ask.
Just wait.
So I guess we're all in the same boat. That's fun.
Well, when you're relaxed, you know, you're not on point. You just let it go.
And when you're absent-minded, you can't help but ask questions.
That
What?
too. I'm glad no one mentioned age with that. And I got a mosquito trying to eat me up.
Some of our group dynamics are interesting because we make fun of each other. Like we make a little bit of fun of Wayne because he likes to go to Home Depot a lot. He keeps his rigs shinier than the rest of us. We make fun because we're jealous. We make fun of me for some reason, but I don't pay attention, so it doesn't matter. None of us make fun of Pearl because we're all a little afraid of her.
And she's perfect.
And she's perfect. It seems like we're still looking for that, that flaw. But we make a lot of fun of Don, and he takes it like a champ. We do kind of get on him every now and then, but he's handling it well.
We make fun of Bob too, and you.
Like that one trip
You make fun of me?
that one trip you said, Don, don't unbuckle the seatbelt. We're not there yet.
Well, sometimes they mislead you, and they think we're going to one place. And no, it's 100 miles further.
That's only because you didn't read the.
No. because I asked while over the radio on the trip, and they wouldn't admit it until it was, well, only got 20 miles to go. No.
Well, if it's me, they
It's
would have
120
said,
miles.
that's it, Bob. Go ahead and pull over and park and kept going. At least nobody would let you stop. They want you to continue with us.
John actually got on the radio, so we only have 20 more miles to go. And I went, oh my God, he doesn't know it's 120 miles?
That's what I thought too. I thought
So-
all along anything he said he was just being.
I thought, so I got on the radio and I said, don't undo your seat buckle yet.
No, they can kid you all they want to, but they misled me on purpose. Okay,
What?
We
misled.
only kid the ones we love, Don.
All right,
If nobody was kidding me, I'd start getting nervous.
that's true. That's true.
If they're not doing it to your face, they're plotting behind your back.
That's right.
Well, if y'all doing it behind my back too, I'm really in trouble. It's 20. In other words, it's all about me actually because it's 24/7, and it's not supposed to be.
So we got your back, is what we're saying.
All right, good deal.
We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We certainly are.
Yep.
If he didn't trust us, he wouldn't have put us back to us.
Well, I don't have a choice here. But Gary says he's having awesome sunsets where he's at. Well, come on live, go mobile and show us those sunsets. What did he do?
Nothing, don't worry about it. We thought we saw a seagull.
Dave said I guess he's staying at his brother's house still. Said everybody's asleep. He can't go inside and get the good internet. Everybody's asleep.
Can he go by the house?
Oh,
Go up by the house.
Yeah, pull up closer.
Take a long chair.
Stand outside one of their windows.
lean up, yeah.
Look crazy.
So was you doing Lennie impersonation?
I think he
Because
was.
on some of the videos I've been shooting, Lennie would come through like he's a Sasquatch.
Yeah. Wade
Oh,
was,
yeah. That's what he was doing mine too.
Wade was shadowing Lennie's movement.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Crazy. Oh, hey, look, we got a guest.
Yay.
I get to talk to somebody else.
Thanks, John.
Hey, how you doing, Gary?
Hi, Gary.
We're doing awesome.
Oh, we can hear you.
Hi.
I think I finally figured out how you put the guest in full screen. You
I'm
got
doing
everybody?
good. I'm just correcting my sound here.
Oh, okay.
You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I had two windows going there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing great, man. We are Manitoulin Island in a town called Shagwinda. Spell that one.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the temperature?
The temperature, we had 3 days in the high 80s, and now we're in the 60s for a couple days. And then it's going to go back in the 70s again.
Yeah.
Here comes
Well,
Carol and Lexi. Lexi
Oh,
stood in
okay.
front of Carol and I, and she barked and barked and barked. She demanded to go out for a walk. So she went for a third one now.
Hello.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Is it Thursday already?
No, it's
It
Tuesday.
is.
Oh, Tuesday. Okay.
Every day is Tuesday.
Okay.
By the way, Dave just asked a question. Has anybody got fresh salmon here in Valdez?
Salmon, not yet.
We have not. And we're in the, salmon capital of the world?
They should have their first run too.
So,
They run in there just a couple of weeks, I think it starts.
Really, I thought they should do it.
I thought it was in July.
And the
I thought. I could be wrong. I'm going salmon fishing in the 24th of July.
Yeah.
So I can answer that question, how good it is then.
whoops, can't do that. I'm learning how to do this.
Can we buy your fish?
You're gonna clean it.
Well,
and
I'll
cook
probably
it?
have to buy it at Safeway first and resell it. That's how
And
good
say
a
you
fisherman
caught it.
I am.
Yeah.
Repackage and resale.
Yeah.
So what's new with y'all, Gary?
Been really friggin' hot, like too hot to even do anything. And now it's cold. So it's just boom, one way or the other, you know?
Either or.
Well, we had a couple hot days in there someplace. Where were we at? In Whitehorse? No.
No.
I must not have been there.
Oh,
It
no,
looked
we
a little cool on that boat there that Lennie and Angela were on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah, that was wet and cold.
How
But
did
Yeah.
Jerry know it was cold? You send him videos or something?
I put a little
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Facebook, I put a little clip of us going through the ice.
by the
Oh,
way,
did you?
Lennie, when is your next video about it? Lennie's putting out videos on
And
this
he's
trip,
way behind.
I'm
He's
so
so
far
back in
behind.
Canada.
but he's been putting out. But all I'm doing is shorts so far,
Yeah, I've been so good.
and I need to start getting videos out.
I am so far behind. I've been having too much fun. We're doing too many things to even edit video. I've been goofing off. Yeah. So I don't know when the next one's coming out. When I'm
It's a
damn
good thing that boat ride was only 10 minutes.
Get that notification.
Did you see where Dave said where he's at? And yes, he's in New Hampshire. Yes, he's in New Hampshire. 100 degrees last few days. 65 today.
Crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. I think the whole country's under a heat warning. So
Yeah. Where my son is living in the GTA, Greater Toronto area, it was sweltering hot there as well. He had to take one day off from work because he was working in a
He's working outdoors.
He's working inside a building, which is quite hot, and he's an electrician, and I'm not sure how much cooling they have there because I don't know if they're set up for electricity, but
Oh, the electricians bring in the electricity for the cooling.
yeah. So it was really hot. So we had to take a day off. He was quite dehydrated when he got home one day. So the boss told him that if he feels like he needs the time off to take it. So
It was 36, right?
It was 36 degrees. Yeah.
What is 36 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
I know in my 30s.
96.8.
96, which is really hot here.
And humid.
30 is 85.
Yeah. So with the humidity, it's probably 110.
wow.
My chocolate or apple pony.
Carol, does the
Yeah.
buildings in Toronto even have AC?
77.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
of course. Absolutely.
They do?
Toronto's
Okay.
one of the most modern
Oh, yeah.
cities there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean that. I'm just wondering if it never gets hot enough to need it.
Oh, no, it
Oh.
does get hot. It
110
does.
degrees,
Oh,
you need
yeah.
some AC.
Definitely. Yeah. He does. He works as an electrician and he's working on a huge project right now, which may or may not. I don't think he has a lot of electricity in the building that
No,
he's working, but
Well, he's
No.
busy putting the electricity in.
Yeah, he's running in all the heavy wiring
Yes.
into the building.
yeah.
Right.
That's
The cables
There's
he's
no-
running is about that big around.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's definitely no AC in it.
no, it's for Microsoft. It's data centers, and
Oh,
half
wow.
the building is AC and half the building is computers, right?
What a beautiful spot you guys have right now. I can see the mountains in the background.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really spectacular.
By the way,
Yes,
FYI,
beautiful.
Yes.
FYI, in Tok, Alaska, no
Yes.
ACs in that town.
Oh,
Really?
No,
The restaurant has
no ACs, business or homes.
wow.
Yeah.
We read that there was some smoke and fires in near Tok.
Yeah, well, the day we went to Fairbanks, there was some smoke, so the girls would have to talk about that. But
Okay.
after that, the smoke went, right?
Yeah, they're used to it apparently. They say it's fire season and they got it. And it was all
Okay.
after, say, a couple hours.
They put it out
Yeah.
immediately with a helicopter. So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. They probably have a lot of lakes that they can take the water planes.
But you brought up a good point. We were on the way back from Fairbanks and they're saying, hey, there's fire close to our RVs and everybody can move out. They got the keys, but Don's screwed. He's gonna leave my RV behind.
I said that, and of course we were. How were we going to drive it?
I know.
What's important is that you are all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dave says it is a beautiful background tonight. It is
Yeah.
gorgeous here.
That's
And,
nice.
we hope to bring a whole lot more of these views. I wish I could show some of, what we experienced yesterday, especially because It was so gorgeous. I mean, it was a trip. It was a cruise of a lifetime. Would you all not agree? I mean, you're never going to experience that again, ever. Even
Even Lexi agrees.
well, Lexi agrees.
Lexi.
Lexi must agree.
Yeah.
Lexi's saving my life again. Hang on a sec.
Sunrise is there.
Sunrise. What time is sunrise?
Yeah, what is sunrise?
Yeah. What is the sunset and sunrise?
Yeah.
Yeah, sunrise. What 4:15? You said. And
Not
what?
where they are. It's probably 6ish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
When is?
it's,
Very early. 6
yeah, it's around
o'clock.
5.
Yeah,
5:30.
5:30.
So Gary's up at 5:30 to go to work.
Oh yeah. No, I go to the bathroom.
Gary, don't do that while I'm swallowing water. You're gonna make me choke.
Actually, I got up at 2:30 in the morning last night to go to the bathroom, and I could hear rain was starting to drop on the roof of the RV, and I went, "Oh my God, I got so much stuff outside." So I ran outside and I had to, close all the vents, all the screens on the clam tent all the way around, pull the awning in because it was getting windy, did a couple other things, right? And then ran in, and then it really came down after that. Just got lucky on that one.
So you're one of those that goes to bed with your awning out. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, well, it's automatic,
sometimes,
right?
Sometimes it depends.
Gary, the real question this channel's interested in is, Gary, did you have pants on when you went outside?
It was dark.
Pants are not required. Pants are
I had
not
a raincoat on.
Did you have a zip?
Excuse me?
Is it possible for me to send you a 1-minute clip or no? Probably not.
And me get it on here?
I don't know.
No, I don't know how I would do that.
Did she get her cookie? I gave you a cookie.
Yeah.
You go lay down.
Go lay down.
Wait a
Go
minute,
on.
hold my phone.
Go on. Go lay down.
Yeah, that's be the only way.
Was that?
But
That's a
so Gary, you said you went out with a raincoat. Did you flash anybody?
It was dark.
All right,
Here, let me see if I can
1 second here. We're going to
redneck it.
we're gonna do. He's gonna show it, so I'm gonna take you off screen for a moment.
Okay,
Just
good. I
bear
got to
with-
give Lexi a treat.
There you go.
Let's see how well this works. It's
Okay, there you go, Gary. Look.
Not
Wow.
really. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a good thing it was only a 10-minute
Awesome.
boat ride.
Yeah.
That was a 10-hour boat ride. But here
10
you can
hours,
see where the boat. You can see where he pushes some of the ice out of the way, and you can see it's kind of bumping around us. I'm not sure if that's real
And
clear.
bigger chunks than that too.
Oh yeah,
This is getting close to that
It's
the
close to the
glacier
end.
here. The
Wow.
chunks seem to get smaller close to that glacier for some reason.
Holy.
it was crazy.
Wow.
This went on for hours.
Yeah,
Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
It
Oh
didn't
yeah.
look
he
like
did-
you were dressed warm enough for that.
No, I just ran outside real quick to grab a 1-minute video,
Oh,
and then I
see.
ran back inside because I was already soaked and we had raincoats and everything. So this is just a quick run outside, just to show people a 1-minute clip.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Lennie, for that.
Wow.
right. Let me figure out how to do this again. Here we
There we
go. Y'all back on, so we can see you whether you got pants or not, right?
Oh, no. You can only see from here up. I know. Here.
Excuse me.
Don't stand up, Gary.
No.
That's why I took advantage of that moment to go get cookies for Lexi.
Hey, look at here. We got Jen in the house.
No way.
Yes. Hi, Jen. Yeah,
I thought you meant Jen wanted to come on.
I wish.
I was all excited.
Come on, Jen. You can come on and join us too, But yes, the background is gorgeous, and I'm actually blocking probably the best view.
Yeah.
of
It actually
the
looks like Canada's back there.
It looks like what?
Canada.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, Canada is so gorgeous. The drive from Banff to Jasper, or at
Yeah.
least most of the way there, is like
Mhm.
out of the
Well,
world, out of this world.
I was looking on the map, and that drive into Valdez must have been pretty good,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
all the big, huge waterfalls right there on by the
Yeah, we
road.
saw the video.
Yeah, that Bridal Veil Falls. I hear that's a good place to renew your vows.
Absolutely.
No, it's not. You get all wet and cold right there.
Well, if you get wet and cold, you're standing in the road.
Yeah.
Angela described it great. She said it felt like an episode of Lord of the Rings. Like
Oh, driving through there? Oh, yeah.
Canyon. You're kind of driving through a canyon.
Yeah, it's a canyon. And it's got more than just that one waterfall, actually. So,
So
but,
how far are you guys driving every day, approximately?
usually, I would say if you had to average it out, 150 miles.
Oh, that's not bad. Wow, that's great.
Look, Jen's in the green room.
So we're not driving every day. Though. We'll drive 150 miles.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, there
Thanks
you
for
go.
coming on. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. It's been super busy with work, but doing really well.
That means
Work.
business
I
is
know.
good.
Some of us still work.
Oh,
Yeah. So what's the temperature? What's the temperature in Bend, Oregon?
It was a gorgeous 80 degrees today.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's unusual, I think, right?
Yeah. I'm not complaining at all. We had a cold spell about 2 weeks ago where it was, a low of 30 and high of 50. And I'm like, no, it's summer. No.
Yeah. It is summer. But I used to make a joke of people who lived up north, if they oversleep one day, they're gonna miss summer.
Yeah.
One day it's
Exactly. Well, when I first moved up here, people would say, "Oh, it can snow in June," and I'm like, really? And yeah, it can.
Yeah.
We were in BC in August going through the mountains and it was snowing.
Yeah. It's you forget you're over 4,000 feet here. It's so gorgeous, but it is what it is. So,
we're 4,000 feet here too. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 feet. I can't. I'm lying because that's basically sea level of the Pacific Ocean right there.
I was gonna
But that's
say.
beside the point.
I was gonna
I
say.
just
Oh
want
my
to
God.
see if y'all paying attention. What can I say?
I was just looking on the map where you are, Don. You're not pulling a fast one on me.
Right? Nice try. Nice try.
Yeah, we're probably about 10 feet, maybe.
30 feet right here.
Is it 30? How's that 30 feet down to that water?
Oh
Ask
my
your
gosh.
phone. It'll
It
tell you.
was still 30 feet a while ago.
No,
Just ask your phone. What's my elevation?
sea level is an average level. It's not a solid.
True. Because there's tides involved.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They have big tides here. Like,
Yep.
Is it 10, 12, 14?
I heard 10.
10?
And it's high tide right now, right?
I think so. It looks like it.
It looks like it.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And it has been since we've been here,
No,
hasn't
it's
it?
gone down.
It went
It was
down.
down
It's gone down a little.
Oh, okay. It goes down a little here.
So how much further will you be going before you stop for the longest time when you go up north?
This is one of our longest times.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 5 days here. This is about the longest we stay in one place.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So we're going to park the RVs eventually in Fairbanks and go up Prudhoe Bay. I think we're up there on like August 1st or something.
Okay, and that's the furthest north.
And that's going to be like a 4-day trip, 2 days up. Actually, we're going to stay there 2 days, right? 2 days up, 2 days down, and 2 days there. So it's going to be 6 days. We leave the RVs
Nice.
at a Boondockers Welcome in Fairbanks.
Oh,
I saw
Yeah.
a video on Prudhoe Bay. There's nothing there, right? There's I think there's a gas station and a store, and there's 2 places to sleep.
And
That's real. There's nothing.
you think your bedroom in your RV small?
Yeah.
Bedrooms that are very expensive. The rooms we're renting are very small. very small.
Larry,
Wow.
Carol, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Sure.
What was the damage in Banff? How bad
What was that?
it?
What damage?
Well, wasn't there a landslide or something like that in Banff?
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of the trails around Banff,
Yes.
they go along the side of the mountains, and
Yeah.
there was some people. I watched quite a few different interviews about it, and some people were walking around a lower ridge,
yeah.
and there was small rocks falling in that, and they said we should steer lower because this doesn't seem good that we're walking and there's
Yeah.
small rocks coming down the hill. And then there was some people on a higher up thing, and then a huge piece of the mountain just let go and boom.
Yeah.
And last I heard, only 2 people died, but I'm not sure. And about 18 people got injured.
Yeah.
Because thankfully the hikers are spaced out and whatever. And
Mhm.
like there could be hundreds of people hiking there at a
Yeah.
time, right? But
And I assume that's a result from the fires, right?
yeah. No, I don't think so. That's just a rocky cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nothing
Yeah.
to do with it. Okay.
But right now, I don't believe there's any fires in that area. The fires are all north.
Unclear.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
when we
cool.
go up to the Arctic Circle there, Prudhoe Bay, isn't somebody staying at a research center? It's not even really Bob and Pearl. It's not even really
Arctic Fox Research Center.
yeah, it's not even a hotel. They're just staying in a spare room in
The
a
only
research
one that
center.
lets dogs.
Yeah.
And we lost Jen for some reason. I don't know if she did that on
I think
purpose or
Bob's
not.
got a discount
Welcome,
because
come
he
back, Jen.
volunteered to be part of a research project.
I'm giving blood.
Yeah.
Maybe she couldn't get a word in and she left.
Well, you give blood here with these mosquitoes. They get big here in Alaska.
Oh yeah.
They haven't been bad. They're kind of a pest, but not bad.
Yeah, it hasn't like we had to go in right away. We stuffed the people away.
Yep, that.
I think one thing that surprised me about mosquitoes, we drove into some and it left blood splatters on the windshield.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, they've already eaten.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was mosquitoes. That'd been a
Yeah.
fat false mosquito.
Well, Jen said.
All kinds of blood
Oh,
splatters.
yeah.
Jen said a neighbor came to the door, so she had to leave. But thank you for coming on, Jen. But
Yeah.
folks, guess what? The hour is past. Believe it or not.
Wow.
And
When you show up late, it goes fast.
These international YouTube things are fast.
my clicker says I've been on here for 62, 63 minutes, so
Okay.
I'm not cutting you short.
Did you say
Sorry, we got on a little late.
62 to 63 minutes.
well, good to see you
I got a
guys.
text message from an angel that said you were on, so we came.
Oh, good.
Thank
Well,
you.
I appreciate y'all coming on. Anything else you want to talk about? You got a video coming out soon or anything?
No, getting real lazy with that. I'm just enjoying life, really.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good decision.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
decision.
it's really good. You were talking about the mosquitoes about 3 weeks ago here. It was
Yeah.
horrendous.
Oh yeah.
You'd look at your hand because the mosquitoes biting you, and there'd be 3 of them within about an inch. Right on your hand, right there. There was so
Oh,
many.
man.
You look at one spot, there's 3 right there.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. But it's died off quite a bit now. It doesn't last long. Once it get hot a couple of times,
Yeah.
kills most of them off.
Well, that mosquitoes love me for some reason.
Yeah. They love Gary too.
Yeah. Oh, there's Jen.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for
Well,
having
guys,
us.
thanks for coming on, and y'all have a great week.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Thank you very
And-
much.
And anyhow, have fun.
All right.
And
Maybe we'll see you on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Gary.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Folks, I want to thank everybody joining us for this hour. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And join us next week for Thursday Night Live. It should be around 9 o'clock Eastern Time, which is 5 o'clock Alaskan time, believe it or not. So everybody have a good night. And let's see here. We're gonna give the last word to Dave. Bye, guys. So see you later.
Bye, Dave.
Everybody.
Goodbye, Dave.
Bye.